Alrighty, welcome. We got Otam in the house. Apa khabar, bro?
Selamat Hari Malaysia,
All right, man.
guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Selamat Hari Malaysia.
Selamat Hari Malaysia.
Happy
How's
Malaysia
it?
Day.
Happy birthday, Malaysia. Yeah. How's it
Is it
hanging, man?
what is
Yes.
Malaysia Day, man? What is Malaysia Day?
I didn't celebrate that until like 2010, man. Ingat tak? Masa
Yeah, I
kita
know.
sekolah, where got
Yeah.
no such thing as Malaysia Day, right?
Yeah, no such thing as Malaysia Day when I was
Really?
young, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
This is
Is this
millennial shit.
Is this just was this just a bolt-on holiday? Someone just decided to add it on for the crack?
Yeah, dude.
2010,
Malaysia
yeah.
Day just when it started, yeah?
2010.
Really?
I searched it today. Yeah, it was.
Alright,
dude.
cool.
It was
So,
just
yeah.
Merdeka that we used to, and then Malaysia Day became a thing suddenly.
Yeah,
and
but when you think about it, Malaysia Day is actually more significant as when Malaysia was formed, right? But
Yeah.
I never remember.
Yeah.
In school, probably we had to memorize that number lah, but that date lah, but mungkin forget lah kan. Biasa lah
Yeah.
sekolah.
Well, at least they give you another one of your like 57th
Holidays.
fucking public holidays like that you have here in Malaysia. I've never seen it.
Well, we love our holidays.
Oh,
Yeah.
you love
I
it.
think we got many.
Never seen it.
That's another reason we are all kind of. That's why it's Malaysian timing. It's because of
Yeah.
all the public holidays.
Oh,
like.
Yes, it's institutionalized.
Yeah,
Public holidays for
correct.
everything. Like,
Oh,
So
man.
Otam, how are you, man? What's been up?
Good, man. I've been staying in Eli for a good 2 years, man. I've been like doing work at home, but nothing
Wow.
related. But nothing related to music, man. Just like
what's
work, make money. That's it.
What's your Charlie Makan?
Oh, customer service, man. I answer
Okay.
calls.
Been
Yeah,
there.
jawab complain.
Been
Yeah,
there.
I've been.
Been there.
That's,
So, don't be worried about my very first job for 5.5 years when my working life between the ages of 18 and a half to mid-20s was I worked in a factory where I ironed women's trousers. The crease in the middle of the women's trousers, a sharp
What?
crease. I ironed
Huh?
women's trousers. That's what I did for 5.5 years in my first working life. So
Hey, I got some trousers, you know.
I'm very, then I'm a pro. Qualified,
Yeah,
absolute
yeah.
pro at ironing.
yeah, Derek. I'm like that. I'm like in the same job right now for 5 years. I think I'm just like feeling very comfortable, auto mode. So I just
Yeah.
want to pay my bills and that's it.
That,
But yeah, I've been missing out a lot of. I've been missing out of jamming, music thing, anything related to music. I'm like totally disconnected, man. So I'm trying very hard, like to actually, like
Good,
download
good.
TikTok.
Yeah, man. I've been
Yeah,
I've been
dude,
following your
I've been
stuff, man. I
watching
really
your
love that.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yes.
Don't.
No,
Oh my
no,
God,
no.
don't.
Don't listen
do
to
it.
Derek. Don't listen to
Keep
Derek.
doing-
Whatever,
don't
whatever
listen to
works.
Derek.
Yeah, whatever works. He's a
Every time I
he.
see, I think the next time I see Derek in person, I'm just going to start taking content and putting on my TikTok.
Yes.
Just of Derek.
Oh, it's the lowest.
But
one.
yeah,
But you know, yeah, Derek. But Derek. Even so, I download TikTok, but I don't go like what that TikTok wants me to do, lah. So what I did is like I really want to jam, you know. So me living in Eli, man, it's very hard for me to. I don't know nobody in Eli to jam with,
That's-
Okay.
you know. So everybody's
Actually, we
way
can-
back over there.
Hey, speaking of, we can introduce you somebody in Eli. Jamie Wilson, the guitarist. He lives in Eli,
Yeah,
dude.
Jimmy,
Really, like, tell him
Yeah.
you can call me, yeah.
and
Yeah, Baru found out. We had him as a guest recently.
yeah, and
I didn't
Jimmy's-
know he's in Eli.
Jimmy's losing his mind down in fucking.
Yes, you guys should. Hey, you guys should hook up, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, tell him to hook with me out. Yeah, like hook
Okay,
us
okay.
up, like because I just want to go find someone and jam, man. Because that's the whole reason why I play music at the first
Jimmy's
place,
your
you know.
man.
Like I just want to jam,
Yeah,
you know.
Jimmy would be your man.
Yeah.
He says he's sitting at home all day with nothing to fucking do. Literally nothing to do. So like,
All right. Well,
And he's near the border.
yeah.
So he's like, I think some apartment dekat dengan after Nilai 3 next to Bandar Mahkota, you know. So that's like
Oh.
Bangi already, you know. It's like, wow. So
Man,
yeah,
yeah.
we should form a trio, man. The Southern
I should
Brothers.
definitely go check it out.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yes.
Asmal just got the name of the band
Jamie
just
and
straight away.
Otam.
Just straight, the band name was just straight out of his head. Asmal just constantly just. Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Project, man. Let me book that. Let me book that Instagram account first.
They'll,
At
they'll,
Southern Brothers.
they'll have an album by next week, recorded videos. And
No. Oh man. Hey, but yeah, you became a daddy. How
Oh yeah, yeah.
2 years already? Yeah,
I
2 years.
Not 2 years yet. Yeah, it's
Year
coming
plus. Year plus.
year plus.
Ah.
Yeah.
Just before
Wow.
the pandemic, is it?
Just right at the beginning of the pandemic.
just
Wow.
Right at the beginning of pandemic. Yeah. So I
perfect
have to
time to
go
have a
through
kid.
hassles. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean,
Yeah, no,
yeah, I'm learning a lot, and and yes, of course, to get the time for me to do all my creativity shit is going
yeah.
to get lesser, but
Yes.
anyhow,
Yes, of course.
I managed to do it, so that's only counts, lah. Yeah,
Whatever way. That's why I say
yeah,
whatever
whatever
way you
way.
can find, man. You gotta find your way, and
Yeah,
brother, I understand, man.
find,
I was
Yeah,
in your
but
shoes a couple of years back.
find your
yeah,
space
but
where you can get them.
for the first year as a kid with a 1 year plus, yeah, there's a lot of things that I have to, yeah, I have to spend a lot of time, a lot of my energy, a lot of my time goes towards that area. So it's
Yeah.
very limited things that I have for my music right now,
Yeah,
But
Mm.
that's okay.
it's understandable.
I still got TikTok.
Yes, 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 yes. Like I said, you
That's
are making
okay.
TikTok for your own use. Itu penting, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, because since I cannot find nobody to jam with, so I start to find like those accounts in TikTok, and some of them do a lot of like a jamming session where they lay you out the beats and you just like got to add stuff on it. So I've
I
been using that.
see.
Yeah, I've been using that as to like freaking feel out whatever what things that I want to let out, and so it's good. It's good, very
I
good.
owe you some videos sejak the pandemic. You were say, hey, send something, but I never got around to it. I still owe you, bro. I still owe you. We all
No,
gotta
no, it's okay, man. It's okay.
just,
But man,
just,
it's fun stuff. So my goal is I want to try to like jam with so many people from so many different countries, and I just want to like spread out like, hey, there's someone in Malaysia over there who want
yeah,
to like
man.
freaking
That's
jam with you
nice.
guys.
That's the way to
Come
do it,
on,
man.
hook a
I,
brother up, something like that.
I
Yeah.
definitely think
So when you jam from their videos, they know lah? They know that you are jamming with them, or
No,
do
they
they
don't
know?
know.
I
No, they don't
see.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one funny thing about TikTok. The reason is because TikTok is the first one who actually let the function for you to jam with them. So that means they will play the screen side by side. So
Mm,
you do.
mm, mm.
So everything happens like, if the whoever was posting the video, they say, all right, I'm going to let the duet function on. There's a thing called duet function. It's like jamming
Okay.
function in
Yeah.
the thing that you can press, man. And when you can press that, it is screen by screen. So I don't have to have like extra apps. So everything was done in like very quick in one
Mm.
thing. So I just like browse around, jam with people I want, and keep those like memorable. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell us again how you discovered that, because a lot of us are probably resistant to TikTok. But how do you discover that? That's is interesting, because you made it work
Yeah.
for you. I think.
The funny thing is, what, I'm not all into this thing, like I'm not like the kind of guy who are
Yes.
into this thing. I grew up playing music with like a hippie community, so it's very hard for me to understand all this. But
yeah.
once I did it in TikTok, after that, I believe like Instagram is noticing the trend. And what they also did the same function on their
Yeah,
on
correct.
Instagram right now. They allow you to do that, but
Yeah.
somehow there's a lot of glitches in
Split.
Instagram, so I was like, I thought,
Yeah.
wow, it's good, and now I can just like jam with more people. But when I do it with Instagram, there's a lot of glitches shit, copyright shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ah.
you can't do.
Oh,
yeah, it's
serious,
funny.
All that
Yeah,
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's funny.
Oh,
Yeah, it's funny. It's
Facebook
very
lah,
hard.
evil lah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You try to get
Whatever
anything
it
at
is.
all.
Yeah,
So then,
Same as on YouTube, Asmel. You try to any sort of copyrighted material, and they'll just take it down. You just get a copyright
that's
fucking
true. Yeah,
language
yeah.
straight away.
That's
Like so.
true.
So there's
you know,
yeah.
Oh.
yeah, it's something like that. So that's what I did for the past 2 years. Nothing more. And now with you guys.
Apa, you gotta You keep that muscle going, man. Itu yang penting.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the most important part, and yeah, because
Well,
you cannot just like keep
well,
quiet. You have
folks,
to do something.
that's
Yes.
been that's been the shortest podcast in our fucking history. Have a good night.
TikTok.
But,
Well,
Otam,
man,
I haven't done anything in 2 years, but a couple of TikTok things. That's it. Good luck.
Yeah.
Nothing to talk about then. Nothing. Don't have anything to talk about. Let's just go home.
All right.
But
Yeah, but man, the way I grew up playing music, the way I grew up, the way how I started this at for first place. Now I'm 40 years old, but when I started playing music when I was like 20 years old.
Hold on, hold
You
on.
know, so
You're
yeah,
you're 40.
yeah,
you didn't
man.
know that?
But you're
I'm 40
25.
man. I'm fucking
Yeah,
old.
I'm the youngest guy in this
Oh
podcast
my
today.
God. See, you fucking Asians, you can't tell what age you guys are at all.
No, Otam has been like this, like from the time I met him.
Well,
He's been saying
I
he's
shave.
40 from the time I met him. He's
Fucking
probably
vampire.
50.
I shave.
Fucking
I shave,
vampire.
man. I shave every day, man. I shave. That's why I look younger again.
Shit.
So
Oh,
how
you
old are
shave
you
every day like me, man. Okay,
How old are you
brother.
actually,
High five.
What's your age, Otam?
40.
40.
I was born in 1981.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously,
okay.
I thought you were 25.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a
But
compliment,
yeah.
man. 25 forever.
yeah, well, at least listen, I can sort of understand
But it's been
because if I shaved off this fucking beard, I would probably look about fucking. I would look in my 20s because I've got
yeah,
a baby
confirm.
complete baby face as
Yeah.
well. Like, and Asmal looks pretty young because he's got a baby face and he can't grow, but he can't grow a beard. Unfortunately.
I want to go old, man. I want white hair. Give me, make me otai a bit lah. People still think I'm a kid. But anyway, yeah. But hey, but we'll get to your history later. But I mean, maybe we'll talk a bit about like about the stuff leading up prior to the pandemic, like
Right. All right.
prior to the pandemic lah. I mean, you were always making things happen, with the gigs and the jamming, and a lot of the people who came through the shows you did, which is Feel to Penting kan, FTP, and
Correct.
again,
Yeah.
yeah, and some of those guys, went skyrocket lah kan, yeah. There you go, FTP T-shirt, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the
He
way,
also wearing FTP.
what does FTP?
yeah, man.
Yeah. Derek.
There you go, man.
Penting.
Yes, correct, man.
Penting.
Feel to
That
Penting.
means means the feel's important. The feel's important.
What's
Yeah.
that
Feel
all about?
is important, buddy.
I-
Okay. I explain to
I thought
Derek.
I thought Brendan was wearing a Young Turks fucking t-shirt. But ever see the Young Turks?
There you see, got a nice Malaysian flag with the FTP there also.
Yeah,
Man, that shit is limited, man. That shit is
Yeah,
limited,
dude.
man. Yeah,
Even the
that shit.
album, they had an album with it that you could turn into an aeroplane.
we fold it into like origami.
origami.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
that was damn cool.
Nice.
But yeah, tell us about
Yeah.
FTP.
Yeah, bring us.
All right. FTP. Okay. I organize gigs. I start to organize gigs because I don't have any show for myself,
Yeah,
and people are not calling me for shows.
we all did the
So
same
what
thing back in the day. Like,
That's how we started. That's how we all started.
we're not getting booked. I'll do
What
it
I did-
myself.
yeah. So what I did, I organized gig. But when I organize gig, my name is not always in the poster. I will probably be like the opening ceremony, just to
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
things up and to
Yeah,
show
sure.
to these people like, hey, this old dude is still got it. So what I did is like I always like become the opening ceremony for the whenever I do the gig, all right. So I've been doing that, and every time I do that, I would say, all right, this gig is organized by Otam. Gig was organized by Otam. So I need to find some name that fit for it, So it feels very weird, like this gig is organized by Otam, and then also I play music to perform for the night, so it's just funny. So what I did is I tried to come up with some names. So at this time there's one person from Sarawak. He always helped me out during gigs. Like, hey, you need any hand, and I can help you. You need me to handle the. He always helped me with uh, the management stuff when I was yeah. So I was like, hey, man, Andy, why don't you and his name is Andy Ahmad.
Yes.
Yeah, Andy Ahmad.
Yes.
We know Andy.
Represent.
Yeah,
Andy's one.
yeah.
Yeah, he was on a show. Yeah, man.
Andy's one of the boys, like so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey Andy, we should do this, like, you and me, we should like freaking organize gigs, and from there maybe we can also try to cross promote like what we're doing, or maybe get connections with those new
Yeah.
boys,
Yeah,
with
man.
this new market. So that's what we did, and then we tried to find a name that fit for it. So Andy have like his own made stickers, and he always like put stickers on his like stuff like lighters, wallet, and stuff. So I saw this. There's a sticker that he put on his lighter. It shows there FTP, and I asked him what is FTP, man, and he said it's feel to punting, bro. and I was like,
Oh, alamak.
and
Oh,
I
he
was
had
like,
that.
that's it, man.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit.
yeah, and that's it. So the one who came out with the name is Andy.
Hmm.
And the reason why he put filter painting is because he is looking for hashtag for any post that he did on his on his
Okay.
Instagram. So one of the
Hmm.
most common hashtag that he uses is filter painting. So I was like, hey, like let's use this name, like to represent what we're doing right now. Like we are small units, trying to support local singer-songwriter, mostly the ones that's like newcomers. Because we cannot
Yeah.
promise them that we can pay so much.
But well,
So
Hmm.
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
we are
shout
because
out
we are.
shout out to Andy Ahmed, the man with the plan.
Yeah, man.
The
In
man with the
Miri,
plan.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. But
Represent.
that's well, what I'm being frank to the people who I'm asking that. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling them like, hey, I'm not so we're not some big organization. We're just two people, man. Sometimes I just run this show one person, so I'm not making any money, man. So I'm just going telling you. I'm just going to tell you that. And sometimes like maybe half of the times they are not getting paid. But sometimes we are so lucky we got big sponsors who like to giving money for the event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but it goes that way. But the frequency to get like so that such of those big sponsors like to uh, call us up and to freaking fix an event, man. That one is happens like maybe 4 times, and one of them is Nilofa, man.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
who?
Classic.
Nilufer. She's one of the
Nilo-
She traveled
biggest.
to Nilai, man. She traveled to Nilai. Must
She's
have
one of the
hung
biggest.
out at your place lah.
One of the biggest
Jamming.
public figures right now.
yeah.
What does she
So
do?
Yeah, she,
What does she do?
she's
she
like this.
She's
She's
a.
a celebrity who sells hijabs now. And she came in the news because she went to Nilai to shopping during the
Remember there was
lockdown.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then the family got fined
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's her.
but
That's
she's
her.
yeah, but
But she's
of course she's
huge. My
huge.
God.
But
Yeah.
she's huge on the entrepreneur
Yeah.
gang, man. In
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
entrepreneur gangs, she's huge. Like
Yeah.
because when we're doing shows for her events, none of the people who came are like people who are in the music industry. No, man, they're like somewhere else. They're like bangsawan, like businessmen making a lot of making a lot of churros, man. You
Hey,
want
but those will be interesting. You guys infiltrated that. You guys play at the kind of events, right? So what
yeah.
was the vibe like? Was it eye opening for them to see? I think that's interesting.
And that's interesting, man. That's the most fun event I ever organized
Yeah,
because
because
she gave us like, oh,
those sort of people will be fine to play in front of because they're not judging you.
Yeah.
Musicians will always judge you. So you play an event in front
Sometimes
of an
music crowds
audience,
are worse.
and like
Yeah,
they're
that's
sit with
true.
they will sit with their arms folded. People who are like business oriented, where their whole life is just entrepreneurship and business, and then they
yeah,
get an event where there's a musician. They're the people who just cut loose and then go, yeah, music, yeah, get up and go fucking crazy. Like they tend to
yeah,
cut. They tend to cut loose a lot more, like because they don't get they're not around that all the time. Where you're playing in front of a music crowd, it can be really difficult because you got all your peers, contemporaries sitting there kind of like, okay, impress me, motherfucker. You don't have to do that with fucking entrepreneurs. But you could tell us,
So how was the show? Yeah, how was the show, man?
Actually, it's good. It's good. Yeah, but I cannot say that's the best now. I mean, like we also
Of course,
can have like very small shows, and we are still having the
the best
five star.
times.
Yeah, 5 star
Yeah,
feelings, man. Yeah,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
When,
but
when,
yeah, it's
when
good. It's good. Hmm.
when was the first FTP? I remember like this must
Kedai
what
sebelah.
is it? Kedai Sebelah, that was like what? That was like 2010s, is it? Or
Kedai sebelah. Whoa,
Yeah,
that's in
kedai sebelah.
ribu
KJ.
berapa? Ah?
where's
What
that?
years were those? Ah,
Then
those
it
was
was like, ooh, I
Kedai
was
sebelah
trying
is
to
in
remember,
KJ,
man.
near KJ, right?
Where's
yeah
KJ?
KJ lah,
In
kat
Kelana Jaya,
KJ.
Kelana
yeah,
Lah.
in
Jaya.
Kelana Jaya.
Kelana
Kelana
Jaya.
Jaya.
I would
Okay.
I never
say,
got the chance. You pernah ajak I beberapa kali, but every time I just couldn't make
I
it,
think I
man.
played I
Wow.
played Kedai Sebelah once. I think
all right,
it should have been an FTP thing as well. Maybe it was
yeah,
Andy who panggil, or I think Jess Ibrahim also was playing.
yeah,
That was a
Jess,
good
something, yeah.
show lah, dude.
Jess
That was a good
Abraham.
show because
Shout out to Jess Abraham. I haven't heard his name in a long time.
we should get Jess on the show
We
as well.
should get.
But that
Yeah.
was a great show because I remember the feel of the crowd there was damn on lah. Like
Mm.
Yeah,
you can tell that people, no matter, because there were poets, there were
Yeah.
freestyle rappers, or don't know what, there were a bunch of different things, and everybody was like equally paying attention and like just absorbing lah.
They're the best
Feel lah,
crowds.
you know, the
Whenever
feel
you're
too
just locked
penting
into
lah.
what's going
Yeah,
on, like those are the best sort of
yeah.
crowds.
This
That
must
was a
have been
good
what
show.
2011, 2012 macam tu ke? Or
something like
No, no,
that. Yeah,
no.
I would say
Eh,
like
yeah.
6 years ago, like 5 to 6 years ago, maybe.
Oh,
Is that
215.
even a bit
correct?
later. Eh? Oh, okay. All right. All right.
yes,
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah,
maybe lah.
I
That
have
was
to
good
check
to hear.
again, but
But
yeah,
still lah, it was the early 2010s lah yang aku ingat lah. That's what I remember. It's like, oh, it's like happening, and remember there was also this place called Senyap or something. I never got,
Senyap, yeah.
never got, yeah,
Oh,
never got to play,
yeah.
never
Yeah,
played there. They
I never
ajak.
got to Senyap as well. I never been to Senyap. I've been to Senyap in Shah Alam. Yeah, but
No
there
branches,
is,
eh? Oh.
yeah, but there's before we were way after that. We did this
Ah,
way after that, so we're a little bit late. But yeah, kedai sebelah, kedai. You know the reason, Brandon, why you maybe feel a little bit comfortable playing over there is because the owner of the business and the staff who works there, they are also like kaki seni, like art minded.
Oh,
You know, yeah, they are minded. The backgrounds is all related to uh,
are
art
they
as
still
well.
there?
Yeah, yeah.
Ada kan? Now they're
No,
still there.
they did not. Yeah, eventually the business. I'm not too sure what happened. What they no more.
but how
Yeah.
do you approach them? Maybe this kalau people who are
All right. How I approach them? All right. Here is how I approach them. All right. So I was looking for a place to busk. You know, busking. You know,
Yeah,
just like, hey, I want to bus, and I want to bus, but I want to bus indoor. You know, I want to bus like indoor, and where the sound will bounce off the walls and people can
yeah.
hear clearly. You know, so I want to dance. I want to do it indoor. And this place is in Kelana Jaya, which is close by to my place. You know, when I was living in Kelana Jaya before, so it's really close by to my place. So yeah, it is almost like walk distance. So I go over there and I play my music, and then people who are sitting and give me money. So they kind of like the owner kind of like it, you know, what's going on. And but even before that, they already know like who I am.
yeah.
Like even
Ah,
yeah, even without me introducing them. So
yes,
that means
yes.
they probably
They know.
they actually like one of the boys, man. You know
Yes,
what I
yes,
mean? Like yeah, because like I'm not mainstream, you know, you won't know me,
yeah.
yeah. And yeah, probably they are one of those boys, and then they come up with the idea that I maybe like should like try to host an open mic. So that's why I did.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah. And then it branched out to different places, like to small as eating places, you know, but mostly like like food truck kind of like food, you understand, like
Yeah.
those
Yes.
those very
Very mobile lah.
yeah, yeah,
Like there's
yeah, those
there's
kind of
there's
businesses, yeah.
there's a food truck area in front of MCOT Mall, and they do open, they do kind of
They have buskers
bus station.
there.
They definitely used to. Mariam actually, she started off the busking stations there at the food truck place
Oh,
in MCOT Mall. I think she may have got screwed over by the people. I'm not. She could
Oh
confirm.
yeah.
She can
damn.
Yeah,
confirm
I mean,
that, but like,
Mariam's the FTP crew, ma. Yeah.
yeah. So like,
So was
but
that
like,
before you
yeah.
guys?
But like
Yeah.
when busking
That's
was
before.
allowed, it definitely because me and Marina were at there all the time because there was a few trucks that we really enjoyed the food and there was buskers there all the time. Like so they definitely did the same sort of thing. Like so,
Yeah, yeah. Because food truck owners, and us are mostly like
yeah.
cliche, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
you know.
I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this word, but it's got kind of got the hipster vibe. You know what I mean?
That's probably the second wave already. Where if somebody got screwed
Well, that,
over, they
yeah.
took advantage, lah. Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm glad you put it on words. All right.
Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway,
From
well, we gotta leave it there because we're about to be cut off very soon.
There's only
The
1 minute
force.
left on this
Yeah, there's
session,
only
so
1 minute.
yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
So
we will take a
I
5 minute break.
5 minute break,
And
and then we'll jump back and the exact same invite, and then we'll continue off in the story, and then we'll get into your growth, your history as a musician,
Oh, Otam's
that
journey is
journey.
awesome, man.
Yeah, the
Wait
journey.
to
I'm
hear it.
looking forward to it.
Otam's journey.
So like, Otam will see you in about 5 minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right.
all right,
So,
welcome back. Otam.
Cheers.
carrying on.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers,
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers.
I fought the urge the first half, and then I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna get myself a drink.
Boleh.
You on gym now?
Malaysia boleh.
Bisa boleh.
Soju and soda, so I call it a Judah
Judah. Oh.
or
Wah.
a soda. Or it's
There
just
you
a
go.
soda.
Oh, yeah. Ada space, ada underscore. Soda. Cik.
Soda.
Where were we? Otam? Oh, yeah. He's starting
Now
out.
Otam is about to tell us his history.
Oh, yeah,
History.
man.
Oh,
Yeah, tell us how the whole
The
music
journey.
thing came about, man.
You know, the first time I heard about you, Otam, aku ingat lagi. It was Arif Ahir. Remember Alexis?
Yeah.
Alexis and Pete Teo used to organize his songwriters round. And one time, I think I was playing the night after, or tak tahu, I don't know how, but Arif told me, hey, that's his dude. Nama dia Otam. Suara dia it's like Tom Waits macam tu. And you know, he's gruff. Tapi bila he sit down, he's very polite. He kata, super polite. So I was like, okay, I gotta check him out. Yeah, he said you were super polite. It's like, but on stage, you were killing it lah. You know, it's like, wow, interesting. So that must have been what, 2006, 2007, I think. Around that.
2006, 2007. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us, man, how getting there, because you had quite a journey. You told me before.
I not quite a journey, but yes, a rip roaring journey. A rip roaring journey. That's how I describe it, and a rip roaring journey.
Yes.
And but yes, I never start to play when I was in Malaysia, but I was studying in Canada. So in Canada, that's where I pick up the music. I studied there 3 years. I studied like tourism, and then after that, another 3 years, I was working in the ski hills and resorts.
Oh man, that must have been crazy.
Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah, because in
man.
Canada, I was in British Columbia
Yeah.
area. Yeah, so
Wow.
there's a lot of ski hills. So I've been hanging out with a lot of them, and that's where I pick up music.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm there all by myself. You know, I don't have connections. So, and I just found out like jamming is the best thing to. It's my best social component, man.
Yeah.
You know, like
It
you know,
really
like
is the best
and
way
then
to meet people.
yes, so that so I decided that's what I want to do, man. I want to jam with everyone.
Wow.
You know, that's
Wow.
that's my intention. Up until now, that's what I want to do.
Yes.
I want to
Yes,
jam with
yes.
Well,
everyone.
how was it?
Because
How was it being in? Because that's the whole skiing community are very upper class and wealthy community. Like, so how was it dealing with? How was it dealing with that group of people? Like,
yes, correct. You're correct, Derek. You're correct, Derek. Because man, you have to spend a lot of money, man, to buy those season pass
Yeah.
because
It's
that's what they're
crazy.
going for, the season pass. But guess what? People like me, we don't pay, man. We are the one. We are
Yeah.
the best one. We are the best one, man. We work over there, and we all like get to use the ski hills. We don't have
Yeah.
to pay shit.
So you
You
could
know,
ski,
but
you could ski properly, like you know how to ski properly.
island, I don't know how to ski, but I do know how to go down with the board.
Oh,
So I
snowboard.
just
You
Oh,
use
could
that's better
snowboard.
the
than any of
snowboard.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can be in James Bond
Sometimes,
movie, man. You can be in James Bond movie.
Snowboarding's cooler anyway than skiing. We all know that. Like, come on, we
Yes, exactly.
snowboarding's
Yeah.
way cooler than skiing. Skiing's what
You need one thing only. Skiing got
ski,
the stick and all.
skiing is what multimillionaires do. Snowboarding's what cool people do.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in Canada, in British Columbia area, there's a very concentrate area for like like hippies and
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
got like good parts and over there.
Was there wa- was there
So
was there any,
Mm.
did the X Games ever come through there when you were there by any
who?
chance? The X Games,
X Games,
the X
X,
Winter
X
Games, or
Games.
like
Oh, SK Games.
yeah.
Yeah. Not really, but the best part is like I got to see all these people that I can see in the X Games was doing their
Ah.
daily run at the ski hills, man,
Really?
and that's just enough.
Like
Yeah,
So that's
like
where they
man,
train,
they
lah.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. There's X game as you mean as you mean. There's so many type of X games, but
yeah.
I'm talking like the one like the freestyles, the one that like
Yeah.
go down, yeah, the half pipes and stuff like
Yeah, yeah.
not. Yeah, not those like downhill speed seeker,
No. I'm not talking about
Yeah.
downhill. I'm talking about like the X Games, the Winter X Games. It's not
Oh
like
yeah,
just
yeah, you're right.
just the snowboarding alternative to the skateboarding X Games, the BMX X Games and stuff like that. There, like
Yeah, correct.
not downhill skiing. Like we all know downhill.
Yeah.
Well, I used to do downhill skiing back
That
in the
one,
day.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Winter
get a chance
Olympics.
to yeah, I didn't get a chance to be in the X Games, Derek, but they didn't happen like to do it in my ski hill that I
Okay,
was
okay,
working at.
all
Yeah,
right.
but somehow I managed. There's a lot of like X things, activities happening around the
Yeah,
town because people from the city they all come to the place. And then even so, if it's not in the ski hill or maybe like there's a snow pile right beside the bar or something, and
yeah.
they just like get loaded and they keep doing that. Yeah, yeah, man. They are like,
Wow.
they are all outdoors, man. There are so many yeah, there's so many thrill seekers. There's
See
so
that
many thrill seekers.
that it's almost a uniquely white thing, the white European thing to want to do things
Yeah.
that will kill you, because in Europe there's almost nothing that will kill us. There's no dangerous animals. We don't get hurricanes. We don't get volcanoes. We don't get earthquakes. There's really nothing to kill Europeans. So then we go out,
Actually true.
what we do, we'll start seeking things how to kill ourselves. So all you see, skydiving, snowboard, anything, and seeing bungee jumping was invented by some lunatic white guy who decided to go,
Bungee jumping.
yeah, I need to do something that
Actually,
can
that's
kill me.
interesting. I never
Yeah,
thought it that way.
yeah,
That's
it's
so true, huh?
because in our part of Europe, there's almost nothing that in nature that
That's
can kill
true.
us. Everywhere else,
Yeah.
Australia, fuck everything. Koala bears are dangerous in Australia. They jump out of the tree and fucking hook you to death.
Kill you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in Western Europe, there's
Yeah.
almost nothing that can kill us. The weather really can't kill you. There's nothing. We don't have any poisonous snakes or spiders, or there's no.
No real volcanoes also. That's true, huh?
Maybe Southern
Yeah.
Italy's got a couple of volcanoes like Vesuvius and Pompeii and stuff like that there. But that's really at the very bottom. Where I'm from, nature's the safest thing in the world. Literally the safest thing in the world. So we have to
Yeah.
go out. We have to go out trying to invent things that can fucking murder us. And hence you got lunatics getting loaded in the bar and go, oh, there's a big snowplow. Let's just drop it.
But that's good, Derek. You know why that's good, Derek? Because then you start to love the place more.
Yeah, you do. You do. You appreciate. You
That
appreciate
means
the.
you just love
Yeah.
to live to be at the place. So that's what the things that I really want to see happen back here at home.
No, I agree.
Because yeah, I'm jealous of Canadian man. You know what? Like out of 10 Canadian men, they have like Canadian flag
Yeah, they're
tattooed to their
all.
body, man. They all have like 1 out of 10, man. They have like Canadian flag, Canadian
Flag.
maple leaf freaking tattooed
But
on their body, man,
but
on their skin, man, forever, man. You know,
Otam, it's
we Malaysian do that. We
Otam,
Malaysian do that.
it's about it's it's about
That's true.
it's about economic situations. It's been proven that the more you raise a country's wealth, the more that population gets interested in looking after the country better. That's just been proven. That's why European countries and
Yeah.
especially are completely all environmentally fucking insane, and they're very tidy and very clean and stuff like that there. Because poor people don't have the time to fucking worry about the environment. The only thing they're thinking about is surviving. Like, where's the next meal coming from, and how do you earn enough money to survive? So Malaysia will get there because Malaysia's like Ireland was
uh,
in the 70s.
yeah.
It just don't worry,
Thank you for being optimistic.
Yeah, yeah,
it will,
We
it will.
appreciate-
yeah. I want to see that.
It-
Yeah, I want
No,
to
no,
see
but,
that,
but
Eric.
yes,
Yeah, I
no,
want to see that.
Yeah,
but now we know why
let-
Americans make fun of Canadians because they're jealous.
yeah.
Americans are
Yeah,
jealous
I'm
of
jealous,
Canadians.
man. Yeah, I want to tattoo like Malaysian flag on my body, man. I want to be like that proud, man. And like, I'm
True,
jealous,
true,
like that's good because
true.
Listen,
it's a
I
positive
love
thing,
I love Ireland to
you know.
death. I love my country to death. We're one of the best countries
Yeah,
in the world. I'm never getting an
no.
Ireland flag tattooed to my body. Ever. Never happened. It is just never happened. Like it's just never
Yeah,
happened.
you do see that, eh? Oh, not in Ireland, eh?
No, we don't. I
Yeah,
know very.
yeah.
It's
Why
unique, man. It's
Canadian? Why
unique to
Canadian
Canada,
do like
man.
that?
I don't know any fucking Irish person with an Irish trike. Oh yeah, I do. What am I talking about? My brother and my father. Two fucking. You know, my brother did. This is.
Both, there are two people in your family
Yeah,
with
this
the
is
Irish
stupid.
flag tattooed on them. You just went from I don't know a single bloke, and then the two people you know are your family.
My brother did the stupidest thing I've ever seen. The stupidest tattoo. One of the stupidest.
Oh
tattoos.
man.
He came up to me with his first tattoo one time. He goes, "I got tattooed on there." I go, "Great, let me see it." And he lifted it up, and it was a bulldog with a tricolour. Now the bulldog is a traditionally British symbol,
Yeah,
the
Oh,
British
yeah,
bulldog.
cool.
see.
And this idiot
Yeah.
gets a bulldog with an Irish tricolour, and I just raised back and just smacked him off the top of his head. He goes, "What's that for?" I go, "You just got a British symbol
Why,
with an Irish
man?
tricolour, you absolute moron." Like, he has since got it covered up. It's no longer an
And your dad, what does he have?
my
Just the
dad,
flag.
my dad got just, my father's very, 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 very Irish. Like so, he's got an Irish. There's definitely a tricolour on his body.
You sure you don't have, huh? You sure you don't
You
have
see,
his
you
flag?
seen
huh?
like I just got my spine tattooed on my spine. That's it. That's my tattoo. But yeah. The North American
That's
thing. There was like
perplexing.
all the athletes as well. They always get the Olympic rings tattooed on themselves as well. It's a very North American
That's true.
USA and Canadian thing they get done as well. I don't know any the European athletes don't do it, but in North America and like USA and Canada, they'll get the Olympic rings tattooed on themselves as well. So it's a very, very that area
North
thing.
America thing.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah, and the music is different, man.
on
And the
Canada,
music is
Ah.
different.
Canada's definitely
Yeah,
different.
the
Canada,
mindset of those boys, they are the same as us right now in Malaysia,
Mhm.
man. The mindset is the same. The way how they market is the same. Like, and the way that how people are accepting their music in the country is the same
yeah,
as
yeah, yeah.
us. The only difference is like the music
Mm.
taste, man. Like they have a lot of like
Mm.
bluegrass shit, like
Yeah.
country shit, and
Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's different. But the mindset and everything else, like how they work, is like exactly as us.
Yeah,
What
like
we're doing right now. Yeah,
Canadians are just
no different.
like we in Ireland we
Wow.
used to call Canadians like dead on Americans because like Americans are
They
generally
don't.
just fucking dead on means nice, dead on because Americans are just generally
Oh, they're
fucking
nice
twat.
Americans.
Yeah, nice
Okay.
Americans. Canadians, we call them just dead on. Canadians, that's dead on America because like fucking America's just you just shake your head, but the Canadian, you're like, going, yeah, yeah, go, you're Canadian, oh, great. It's sort of the same between
Excellent.
it's the sort of the same between New Zealand and Australia as well. New Zealand's like dead on
Yes,
Australia because New Zealand,
that's
Australian
true.
people, you were in Australia, Asma, you sort of know what the Australian
Yes.
mentality is like. But
Yes.
New Zealand people are more kind of more like more chilled, so they're kind of like the
Yes.
Canada of that area as well. Well, like
That's true. That's
more
true.
chilled, like more dead on, like so. So yeah,
Yeah, like
So,
the music down there, they have a lot of fiddles, man. You guys know fiddles, like violin,
mm,
like
Yeah.
what they call it, fiddles. And
yes.
man, sometimes I
that's an
sometimes
Irish.
see washboards.
Fiddles,
Yeah, that's Irish. That's true.
fiddle's an Irish word, so like the whole
Yeah,
fiddle
That's
thing is
right.
that
Irish
or
thing.
like yeah, so they
yeah,
all do Irish reels and
yeah.
Irish
So
gigs, like
yeah, Irish, yes, Irish thing is like big thing down there, man. Like
we're
those like
everywhere.
Irish type,
Yeah, we're
yeah,
everywhere,
Irish
though.
type instruments, man. They like
Especially in North America, we're we just bred, just went over there and just bred like rabbits and chickens, like so. You know, like,
yeah, I have
we're the
yeah.
second biggest ethnic population in America. Irish people,
It's
like
true.
after Germans, 11% of Americans
True.
regard themselves as
Irish root.
Irish heritage. There's only 6 million of us in Ireland. There's 33 million in America who regard themselves as Irish. It's fucking stupid. It's nuts.
It's also Calgary. I had no idea Calgary is
Was
like
the
a
Calgary you
hippie.
lived in?
It's a hippie. Yeah, he
Well, I
was in
mean,
Calgary.
yeah, I also live in Calgary. Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
I live in Calgary like for 2 years.
That's Bret Hart's.
Yeah,
That's
So
Bret
it's a
Hart's
hippie
territory.
town.
So
Calgary is a hippie town.
Calgary is a cow town, man. Calgary is a cow town.
it's all
It's a
cowboys
cow
there, isn't
town,
it?
man. There's
It's
a
all
lot of
cowboys.
cowboys, man.
It's all cowboys
Yeah,
there.
there's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of cowboys, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's all
those like heavy bluegrass, man. Even like the
loads of
indie bands, I
yeah,
have a lot of like bluegrass shit.
loads of
In them, like
loads of
big
double
stand up
denim,
bass.
loads of double denim everywhere.
Damn.
But man, I have my first band. I have my first band in Calgary.
What were they
It's
called?
called Mr. Doozy and the Rip Roaring Doopers.
Gee, whoa. There you go.
and
Who would
and
have
Damn.
thought?
and
Yeah,
as a young Malay boy, how did you go down in Calgary? Did they enjoy your music? Was it did they?
all right.
Yeah, yeah,
So
you,
so
yeah.
I start to play music when I was in at first I was in British Columbia, so I start to play music and I know wow music can jam and it's good and that's how I get to know people. So when I go to Calgary, the same I use the same thing,
Yeah.
the same technique, I play music, I play outside and I meet people and I meet this guy, his name is Mr. Doozy.
So that was that your name? Okay.
Yeah, his name
Okay.
is Mr. Doozy, man, and he's this white. I have a poster of it. You guys want to see?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah. Mr.
Absolutely.
Doozy in Calgary. Oh gosh. Classic.
Mr. Doozy.
Oh,
And the
there you
Rip
go.
Roaring
That's
Roaring
you.
Doopers.
Doopers. Is that you?
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Damn. That's it, man. That's
Uh,
Why
that's one cool ass poster, lah.
why was I expecting some old guy about fucking 65 years of age because he's called Mr. Doozy? But this is I've got
You look like a surfer dude. Those
I
look
got-
like surfer dude in
I've got
Calgary.
friends who
Yeah.
look, I've got friends who look like that back in the day. I have friends who look exactly like that back in the day. Blonde, bleached fucking dreads, baseball cap, kind of.
And you're wearing Hawaii shirt. I thought it's freezing in Canada, man.
I
How?
don't care.
Oh, there's summer. Yeah, there's summer, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what sort of
Even
music?
boy, even summer is what sort of music?
Yeah.
With this guy, there's a lot of like reggae and country.
Okay, cool.
So stuff you can just jam on, like you can just carry on.
Yeah,
Also.
Reggae
Yeah.
and country. Nice.
Oh,
reggae and
reggae
country. Yeah.
country.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
weird combination for this guy, but you're right. He's a surfer. He snowboards. He right now he's actually married and living on a yacht, going from countries to
Of
countries.
course he is.
Yeah,
Nice.
course he is.
That's the life, lah. That's the life, man.
Yeah, man.
Come
Yeah,
on.
man.
So you're still in
Yeah,
touch
so
with him. That's cool, man. Ask him to bring his
yeah,
yacht
yeah,
over to Klang, man. Park here and jam.
Yeah, tell me.
yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. Eh?
Finish.
Yeah, I should.
The
You
minute
know,
he comes here, there'll be an FTP show on the yacht. That's
There
it.
you go.
man. I have to hook it up with a gig, man. If he's here, definitely.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
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 Yes.
yeah. Tell him to come over.
It's a reunion for you, man. It's a reunion, man. There.
Tell,
yeah, yeah.
tell,
That's a good idea, man.
tell him
I
they park.
actually
Tell him
going
they
to
park
like.
up in Port Dixon. We'll
Yeah.
fucking get a gig going. We'll all land out to Port Dixon.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
So how did it how was the time with this band, man? How
It's good.
what
It's good
yeah.
until he decide to travel the world. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
yeah. It's good until he decide he just want like to took off and he just like took off to wherever. He's been to
So
so many.
the band had to kind of stop because he
Yeah,
decided to
yeah.
travel the world. That is a
Yes,
great way
correct.
for a band to disband. That's a great way for a band to disband. What, you want to travel the world? We don't need. It's okay. Go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one cannot
yeah,
challenge already.
yeah. But
Ah, man.
but my role is not like my role is not very tight, you know. Yeah, I just have to like support the vocal and also play the guitar, you know.
Okay.
Just yeah, my role is not that hard. So he's the one who actually been organizing.
Okay,
He's the one been doing the posters and all. He's been doing all the work.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So after, but then I met with a lot of more people in Calgary, you know, and yeah, we get another band going,
What's the name of
and
that
that's
band?
it.
What's the name of that band?
uh, it's weird name. It's Irony fans of Irony.
Friends of
FANS.
irony.
Fans
No,
of
not
Fans
friends.
of
Irony.
irony. Or
Fans
fans.
of
Fans.
Irony. Fans.
Like Pemina.
FANS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fans of Irony.
Fans of
Yeah,
Irony.
fans of irony.
Fans.
Yeah.
Fans of Irony.
FANS.
Fans of yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you what kind of
yeah.
style was that? What kind of style was that, man?
That one I didn't they didn't let me touch the any instrument, man. They just wanted me to say shit out on the microphone.
Okay.
Oh.
So I just like man, it's I say it's just like every time that we do shows, it's never the same.
So
It was
everything's
never the
improv.
same. Yeah, and
Spontaneous.
I can say anything. Sometimes I don't sing a lyric. I just like do like a lot of like ad lib, like you know, like it was just a totally experiment music. What
That's
we
fun.
So
yeah, that's fun. That's
ada
fun.
got rehearsal jamming or tak ada? Just show up and play.
In most cases, you have to be that way. But we do we do jamming. In most cases, you have to be that way. Yeah, but
Ah, that-
we do jamming. Yeah, but it is something that we just do
it's
for
like
fun.
a
Yeah.
different version of FTP lah. It's like a
It's different
different.
version
Early
of
on,
FTP.
ah.
Yeah, yeah.
A
It is a
lot.
different version of FTP, man. Those boys, what I call them, the house behind karma.
The house behind karma.
karma.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man.
it's called the house behind karma, man.
That sounds
Because
like the name of a good album.
everybody, yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like a bunch of artists, a bunch of like some are not even play music, some are poets, some are illustrator, or but there's a lot. There's like 8 of us sitting in living in one house, and this house is right behind an indie cafe. You know, like they always like play indie music, organize indie shows, and the name of the cafe is Karma Cafe.
I
So the house is
see.
behind
the
this
house behind
Karma
Karma.
Cafe. So
Quite,
yeah,
quite
so
lit-
they
Wow.
call it.
They were quite literally the house behind Karma then.
So
Well, man,
you guys play at Karma a
Oh,
lot,
my
or were
guys.
they assholes? Yeah, or were they
yes, we
didn't
do.
like?
Yeah, we do play at Karma a lot, definitely. Yeah, and sometimes the after party comes to the place.
Wow,
Because-
fun, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
weh,
fun.
that's
But so
damn shock,
music all the way, man. Music all the way. I think that's the best. That's the best time in my life. Pretty much
Shit,
that's it.
man.
Because wake up, music, jamming all the
Wow.
time, and I'm learning so much just from that place.
You were just absorbing, man. That was excellent.
Yeah,
That's excellent, dude. Wow.
Correct. I start to realize like, wow, I have to find this same set of people, man. If I'm coming back to Malaysia, I'm going to find this same set of people, man. Because man, it's the best, you know. I'm living together with the rest of people, and they all just like freaking positive minded, just to do something along. So
Why did
you
you
know,
come back?
just jam.
That's
Why did I come back?
why did you come back?
I have to come back, man.
Little bit,
I
little
have,
bit, little
you
bit,
know, I have,
little bit.
I almost stay there. I almost stay there for permanent.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I almost did, but man, but there's a lot of reasons that
Right, we'll get to the
that I
reasons.
have to come back. Yeah, yeah.
We'll get the reasons why you had to come back. But continue on with the house behind Carmen, those guys.
Oh, the Karma Cafe. Yeah, the house behind Karma Cafe. We play music, man. Sometimes people are walking. People are like staying outside just to listen to the music. It's just the best musical experience that
Yeah,
we did.
Just a
You know, we did.
complete collective, like almost like a commune.
yeah. It's such a
Yeah,
collective.
yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
correct, correct. And they have this like same side of minded where they don't have TV in the house. They don't the house is very plain, so they want to keep it that way. So
Good,
it's
good,
all
good.
about like your very high hippie minded kind of like groups, you know. You know where
Goddamn
they
hippies.
sometimes they grow their own food.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Sometimes they grow, but yeah, mushrooms almost like you know, like it's just too much sometimes for me. But
Did you say that?
And
Did
you
you
were the
say they
only
grow?
Asian dude.
Did,
You were the
did,
only Asian dude lah.
yeah,
The
yeah,
only
I'm the
Asian
only
guy.
Asian dude. Yeah, I'm the only Asian
did
dude.
you just say?
Yeah.
Did you say they grew mushrooms?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They like shrooms and mostly organic stuff. You know, we
Okay,
don't go for we don't go for other than non-organic stuff.
okay.
Yeah, but
And these
mostly organic
mushrooms that
stuff.
take
Yeah.
and these mushrooms that take you somewhere lah kan? Or just something you eat.
Or just normal? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Was it normal mushrooms or was it
Look at
mushrooms?
The
Otam is
occurrence
like,
the occurrences
uh,
is happening like maybe I would say like once every week. So in the house. So once every week in the house. Like, yeah. But man, like, I don't do it. I don't do it. I only took it. I only take it just to shift my mind a bit.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I
I
know
only
exactly what you
take
mean.
it to shift
I
my
know.
mind
Yeah,
a
yeah,
bit, and when I shift this set of my mind, and
yeah.
it stick with me forever, and now
Okay.
I'm
Mm.
liking it.
All
You
right.
know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
come to the point where I'm liking it, so I'm going to
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah, yeah.
one day
yes,
if I
yes.
feel like I want to shift a bit somewhere else, so I'll take it again.
I know what
But
you.
it's something
Yeah,
like
I
that,
know exactly
you
what
know.
you mean.
It's
I know.
weird, man,
Yeah.
yeah,
but for me it
yeah.
works
But
that way.
yeah, shrooms isn't like something you want to take a
No,
lot
no,
of times. You
Like
bust your
no,
brain too
no, no.
much.
like
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know people who swear by them and they never work for me. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I've took
Cannot lah.
them and because my brain just works overtime. Like I've got the anxiety brain like that always thinking. So like when I anytime I took any psychedelics, it just was just
It
fucking
just fucks up everything, man.
it's
Yeah, it's
yeah,
true. It's true.
because my brain went on the what if. My brain just starts thinking what if and psychedelics and
Yeah, 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 yeah. You
because
can't do anything.
my brain's always thinking what if on the best of times, but then psychedelics
you
just
become
magnify
you,
that.
man.
Psychedelics
Yeah, yes,
magnify
yes.
that.
Betul. Jadi
Yeah,
Neo.
psychedelics magnify that what if by a billion times. Like so that what if becomes a nightmare of what ifs. Like so you're
Betul.
lost.
That's so
So
true.
like so, but it was never
Yeah,
my
it's too true.
it was never my drug of choice. I preferred other ones to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like I know friends of mine who swear by it absolutely, and they have had the best time in their lives. Like and more power to them. If they're enjoying it, fair play. Like just allow
Yes,
them to
yes.
enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
so,
Yeah,
But a few times
I
it's
don't
not.
care. Yeah, I don't care what they're doing, man. But as long as they just like freaking hook me up with
yeah,
jamming, man,
yeah,
I'm on.
totally.
Yeah.
You know,
The
yeah,
music's
like
there. That's good. Yeah.
that's all I want to do every night. Every night I just want to jam until like I'm done. You know,
Yeah, yeah. I know
I
what you
just
mean.
like every night. That's all I want to do.
But
It's one of those.
it must have been good because it was just a fucking a melting pot of just ideas going all
Yeah,
the
dude.
time. Like
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, we should
Wow.
totally organize something like that. You know, you have like 8 to 16 people, a bunch, and just like spend a weekend in one place and just like
jam.
do
That's true.
yeah
That's
to
true.
jam, man. We
Record
come
album
jam.
straight. Ah.
You could do it.
Record.
You could
We
record
need to
a
have a FTP camp, man. FTP camp,
FTP
camping,
camp.
you know
yes.
do you know what you
But
could
man,
do? Do you know what you could do? We could organize an FTP weekend, okay? So over 3 days. 2 days would be like just everybody like a melting pot of ideas. Day three of the third day will be the recording of whatever came up, and then I'll just mix it all,
that is good.
and
That
then
is
Yeah.
good,
I'll
man.
just
Yeah,
That
mix it
is
all
wait.
good.
together.
And then,
That's the best.
yeah,
The
and
recording
then do
slash
it.
concert. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, correct.
I'll just mix it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
I'll just
totally
mix it
going
all
to
together.
save.
Mix
Yeah,
it
I'm
all
going to
together, like
totally going to save this section of this video here and pass it over to those
Remember?
FTP board,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
Yeah,
FTP
man, it's an
group.
idea. Yeah.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to
So
bring in
like,
another
so
place. That's
just
Yeah.
true.
a 3 day FTP weekend, a long bank holiday weekend, but
Mm.
the
Yeah.
first 2 days has to be just everything goes, every idea is involved, and then by the third day it's record day and just go, and then I'll mix it all. I'll just
Yes.
splice it all together
Just
and
go
mix it.
on, man.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, that's cool, man.
we'll release it out to
That's
the world.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy
Yeah.
vision. That's by Rex.
Oh man, classic.
Ayo.
Right. I yeah, yeah. One thing that I'm so afraid of, like I cannot find the same set of minded of people when I come back to Malaysia. Where I'm wrong, man. I'm wrong,
Oh,
man.
they're here.
Yeah,
They're so here, man. They're so here.
that's so
Yeah,
you,
here.
man.
They're
Yeah, you're
so
right,
here.
man.
Yeah.
You're right, man. Before I come back, I do
Oh
some
man,
research
Malaysia.
and I meet the same people, and
Yeah,
man, it
Ma-
works. It works the
Malaysia.
same. The formula is the same. Yeah.
Malaysia's a caterpillar. Okay, a caterpillar with the most beautiful, beautiful butterfly waiting to be released. And
Mm.
we all know the only two things holding that back is the politics and the religion. So if
Yeah.
that got out of the way of Malaysia, this country would just blossom like a fucking which could just explode like because
Be a crazy butterfly, man. Yeah.
the amount of
That's
talent
true.
here, the amount of free thinkers here, the amount of just the melting pot of you got the melting pot of all the cultures. Then
True.
if you just allowed that to bounce back into ideas, it would just be amazing. Like this country, this country's as I always describe it, it's like this country's got a wooden lottery ticket, and there's just too many fucking dickheads in the way to fucking stop you from cashing it. A wooden lottery ticket, and you can't find the shop to cash it in because there's someone in your
That's
fucking
true.
way. Like I mean, Malaysia's
That's true.
amazing. The people are amazing. It's just fucking shit in your way, like. But it's
Oh,
here.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here. Like
That just proved that. Yeah.
yeah, it's here. The talent in this country is here. It just is.
Yeah.
You just have to look at the amount of musicians in Malaysia who go off and they're hired to tour with Chinese acts all around China all the time. Like
Yep.
those big Chinese acts aren't going to Korea to get their musicians. They're not going to Indonesia. They're not going to Vietnam. They're not going to Thailand. They're coming to Malaysia and going, we'll get all you guys, and you'll be our touring band. Like that's the level of talent that Malaysia's got. It's just insane. Like
We're glad that you cheers to that, Derek. Yeah, if you think in that
Cheers,
way,
man.
yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
but
I'm an outsider coming in and can see that from a mile away. Like I can see like it's going like it's like it's like it's like the arts industry's in a straitjacket.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. It's in a
Release-
straight jacket. It is. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way.
but man, but my point is, but my point is more towards like if we can still like carry the same mindset that what we are right now. If we
Maintain.
go to any place in the world, man, it's going to be
It's true.
we will
Yeah.
find the same
Yeah,
group of
yeah.
people, you know,
Always will.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're always there.
like
Yeah.
like always fucking attracts like they always do. Like
That's true.
I always say if you took a band like Nadir and toured Europe with Nadir, like they'd be fucking packing houses out in Europe all the time, like because it's just what they
Yeah.
do, like
Ayo,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, the
Yeah, but that
FTP
big
had
band is gonna cost a bit. Yeah.
Huh?
but true FTP is even ourselves as individuals, you'd be surprised. Like macam I tour by myself, go places. people just text
Yeah.
and they're perplexed that
Yeah,
where you from? Huh? Again, where you from? Malaysia. Oh shit, Malaysia. So
yeah,
that's the thing.
it's true what you said, Eric. It's like we I think Malaysians don't see that lottery ticket we're holding.
Exactly. And they
Until you go out. Until you go out.
yeah,
Betul tak, Otam? You go
yeah.
out, then you
yeah,
realize that, you know.
yeah.
Listen,
Until you
Yeah.
go,
in
yeah,
the arts, it's in the arts. You are holding a massive lottery ticket. Like it's you just are holding a lottery ticket.
There
Like,
has definitely been like more appreciation abroad, and I haven't been abroad much, but the little I've been and the little I've managed to maybe play a show or do a house jam or what, the vibe is just, it really is something else. It's so like, what, how is it? Because you worry sometimes, especially when you're playing abroad, you're worried about how people are going to whether you compare yourself,
inferiority
and then
yeah,
you
complex.
don't think you're good
Inferiority complex.
enough,
Like
and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, and then you do a show maybe, and then it sometimes turns out uh, better than a show you did back home,
yeah,
just in terms of the layman listening to you, and it could just be
Yeah.
just like here, like at an open mic or what. It's
So
just the mentality towards it is so different from how it
what we
is
used
here.
to. Yeah,
yeah.
what we used
How
to
we
Yeah,
hear,
play
right?
it.
Because
correct.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
yeah.
Yeah, same here. Like because I'm the only Malaysian who like play music over there, so that's my advantages. When I was back in Canada, because there's nobody else from Malaysia. So if you say, "Oh, that Malaysian good, the Malaysian dude," so he always know my face, because there's no
and
any
that,
other Malaysian I represent, man.
yeah. And they're probably blown away by just the pure love of music you have. Hey, let's jam.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
yeah,
it's
man.
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That's what I want to
Yeah.
do. That's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, and with FTP, man, I also got a chance with this team Field thing. They organize uh, places to play music like Indonesia. We just been
Mm,
to one place, and Japan in one place. And when
yes.
as soon as we go to these both countries, man, that's just I already said it. Like, man, if I stick to the way I'm thinking right now, I can get along with anyone, man. Everywhere,
Yeah. Yeah.
all
yeah,
around, anywhere. Put me anywhere, man. I can get along. I can find this bunch, and I can survive.
yeah. Of course.
Betul. That's true. That's true,
And
man.
I can survive, as long as I can find this group, and that's it. I interact with them, and if I cannot interact with words, I interact them with the music, and it's done. It's done. That's all
Yeah.
I need.
The
Yeah.
channel.
So yeah, the channel, and but the best experience I have to say in Japan.
Oh, that one you went Andy,
Yeah,
that trip. Oh.
yeah, the best
Okay,
I have to say
so
in Japan.
we'll leave that
Oh,
leave that
okay.
right now, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
we will jump into part three with the Japan story if that's
The Japan
okay,
trip.
yeah,
because
Okay,
yeah.
okay, remember that.
yeah, just remember Japan, Japan,
All right,
Japan, and then we'll jump into that. So 5 minute break, and then we'll jump back in again. Okay,
all
All
right.
right.
and we're back with part three of the Otam podcast. Welcome back, Otam, and thank you for staying with us.
Yo's.
Yeah.
All right, wait.
Oh,
Now, where did forgot? Remember where?
Japan,
go
Was it
ahead.
Japan.
Japan?
Yeah,
Was it
the
Japan?
trip
Yeah,
to
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, we're
Japan,
talking about
Japan, Japan, Japan.
Japan.
Yeah,
All right.
Japan. Bersama Andy.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, and FTP went to Japan. We went to this place called Kochi, Kochi. Kochi. Kochi is like Kochi is not a popular tourist place in Japan. Yeah. Usually, who goes to Kochi? Usually, all the artists in Japan, they're looking for a place where they can relax and do their thing. Is in Kochi. So Kochi is some place like that.
So you went and
So it's a
you found another hippie commune in fucking Japan. That's where you went to. Another hippie commune. You just kept
It's a
finding.
manifestation. It's a
you just
yeah,
kept-
man. We
manifestation.
found out
You
this
just
shit.
kept you just kept finding these hippie communes wherever you go in the world. You just like go to
Because
Canada,
we're looking
hippie
for
commune.
this, man.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we're looking for this.
Ganja.
So,
And
but
then
yeah,
what?
the instinct turn on
Yeah,
already. Cool.
yeah.
I didn't
But so
say
where
it
is
was
this Kochi? On the whole island Japan? Where which part of it? Is it a?
You
Japan,
need
Japan.
to get to Kochi. You need to get. Oh man, I'm bad at that. Sorry, but you need to get to Osaka, and from Osaka you need to grab a train, and you will
Oh,
end up have to go like one of those old trains. Like those old railway trains, like
Yeah,
the very
okay,
slow
okay.
ones. So that's the best part actually. That's the
yeah, but
best
Wow,
part.
that's
that's
nice, man.
that's good because you like you just you
Yeah.
it's not you're seeing
Yeah,
Japan, you're seeing the
yeah,
countryside
correct.
like
Yeah, you
yeah,
can see all
it's
those
not
school kids
yeah
coming in.
it's not
Yeah, yeah,
what the hell's going on
yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
can
true.
see all those school kids coming in. Man, the picture looks exactly like anime, man.
Oh God.
Like all the drawing that they have
Yeah,
in
yeah,
anime. It is
Yes.
the same, man. It's like the same thing I'm looking at. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Nice.
man, those artists really got it right. Like they on right. All right. Anyhow,
Um,
Japan hospitality
oh, they're on a
top of the
different
world.
level. They're on a different level of hospitality. Like,
Yeah.
you
yeah.
see what happens when you
Yeah.
get nuked twice? Do you see what it turns you into? Like, because prior to
You get nuked twice.
pri-
Yeah. That's
prior
what happens. Yeah,
prior
that's
to being nuked
true.
twice, Japanese like I've got like, we know people's grandparents here in Malaysia despise the Japanese. Like, I mean, they
Yeah.
really hate them. Like really
I
like
mean,
really hit
I
them.
mean, for good
Yeah.
reason lah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
very very good reason. For
No, but it's
very
so
very
true.
good
Yeah.
It's
reason.
so
Like,
true. That first time I go to Japan, right, and you talk to people, right, and I just blows my mind. Like, are these the same people who did that? It's like you can't
exactly,
connect that, right? It's
exactly.
so
There's
different.
there's
It's
no
so different.
connection, but there's something
Yeah.
about being nuked. There's something like pre being
I
nuked to
understand.
post being nuked. Japanese people who they went from being thinking they were the master race of Asia, like the Germans thought that they were the master race. The Japanese thought they were the master race of Asia, and everybody should bow down to them. To being the most politest country of ever on history, and their hospitality.
And the
Yeah,
coolest, really open to a lot of things.
hospitality is legendary. Their hospitality is absolutely legendary.
Yeah.
So it has to be the nuke because it's literally that was the stop, the full stop. And then,
Okay, that's it.
but you see the whole like their whole film industry and cartoons,
Yeah.
Godzilla, and
Yeah. Yeah.
everything's about
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Oh,
apocalypse.
it's
Yeah.
Japan,
everything about
it's
that.
all
Yeah.
Yeah.
the apocalypse. Like they
Yeah.
like
Yeah. They are totally independent on what they are doing in the
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
level.
yeah
In
yeah.
the
Yeah.
country level. But the place I'm going, they are more into like a different kind of taste. They are like they all. For example, like say, I'll give you an example. Like anything that is like rusty, like bicycle that is rusty, that is much more value for them.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, the
Wow.
So
place that I'm going, the place I'm going,
yeah,
the group of people that I'm hanging out
in
over
in
there,
in
their mindset
Kochi,
is like that.
in Kochi.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you not try?
So
Did you try?
anything
Did you
anything that
try
is
and
that is
repair?
analog, anything that is analog,
I know what you're.
Wow.
I know the type of person you're talking about
yeah,
now. I know the type of
yeah,
person you're
something
talking
like
about.
this.
They
You
they
know, and
Mm.
they,
they they, they, s- yeah. I know what your type of person you're talking about. Like
yeah, yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but I hopefully that's how
yeah, I
you
know. I
guys will.
know the type of person.
Yeah,
Anything that's old means good.
yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
and it doesn't necessarily mean that the old stuff is good to begin with, but
Yeah,
for them it just means it's good. Like so, like if you're like if you've got old shit, that's a good thing. It
But
means
yeah.
if
That's the
but if
biggest
but
thing.
but if
Yeah,
but if Japanese like old stuff, it's probably gonna be very uniquely Japanese. The way they like old stuff, right? It's
but
like that different,
yeah,
right?
but
yeah,
I think Otam's referring to just the specific subset of Japanese, this subculture of the Japanese people, which is
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
this
yeah,
idea about
yeah.
they've got this idea about old stuff that means good stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, very specific, very
yeah.
specific.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm referring to very specific. Yeah.
And
So
Japanese people have got their loads of subcultures. I mean, it's very
Oh
it's
yeah.
a very country of subcultures, like very country of
Yep.
subcultures, like so. But yeah,
yeah, man. I can
Kochi.
see
Yeah.
why they are way more like way more deep into this.
Yeah,
I can see how they become way more deep into this and probably like become like the first newfound of some sort of like
True.
thing
True.
going on, like vibe
True.
or like flow. Like they are probably like the first to discover like something like that. Yeah, but yeah,
But
anyhow,
how do you and Andy found
all
this
right.
community? Yeah.
The reason is because when we do FTP down here in Malaysia, we found a lot of like Japanese buskers in Bukit Bintang. You know, Japanese that come to, they go to Asian countries and they stop by to Malaysia and they do busking at Bukit Bintang at those places. So we help them out by organizing gigs for them.
Cool.
You know,
Okay.
and yeah, and in return, this is what they did.
Mm. Great,
So
great,
when
great.
we go over there, we got to see them. As, yeah, they help us a lot with accommodations, places to stay. They give us more than what we expect, definitely for sure. Yeah,
Wow, of
way
course.
more than what
Definitely.
we expect. Yeah,
Yes.
way more.
Yes.
Like we expect to get like this much, but man, they are giving like way too much. Yeah, yeah. I go over there with Andy. You know, Andy Ahmad.
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
go
Same
over there
Andy,
with
yeah.
Andy Ahmad. Yeah, one of those shows, man, we are just crying because the
Wow.
reason is why. The reason is when they are over here in Malaysia, we don't give them such good hospitality like what they did to us.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, like
Wow.
we give them this much only. But man, when we go over there, they give us like way higher, man. So that's why like, upset me the most. You know, that what things that I didn't do. You know. So next time when we have a FTP thing and if it involves someone from Japan, man, I'm going to go
Cow
really
cow.
cow
No,
cow,
it
give
shouldn't.
like good house. Yeah,
It shouldn't be just anybody
Wow.
from Japan. If you're going to do it, it should be
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
from anybody. Anybody from
yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah,
course,
anywhere.
of course,
yeah, yeah.
Because
of course.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
The
You're right.
Japanese
We have to
Japanese
up the game. You know.
yeah, you have
Yeah,
to up
you
the
have
game.
to up the game.
Japanese it
Up,
shouldn't just be it shouldn't be just reciprocity. The
yeah,
Japanese do it for anybody. They just
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you
it.
hear stories about bands who just play Japan and the fans will give them gifts. And the
Yeah.
band members are like going, "Why are you giving us gifts? We're giving you music. Like we don't need it. You're coming to our shows. We don't need." And the
Yeah,
Japanese,
they give
they're
you things.
so
They give you
appreciative.
things.
Yeah, they're handing over gifts, and you're like, going, "What?" And the bands are like, going,
Yeah.
"What the fuck is going on? Like, why are we getting gifts?
Yeah.
Like,
True, true, true,
you
true,
really bought a ticket to our show. That's that's what we wanted.
true.
Like, but you're getting
yeah.
handed gifts. Just nice people. Like,
How long were you in Kochi? How long you guys were there?
We were there for a week and it's very tight
Wow.
schedule. Yeah, very
Nice.
tight schedule,
Oh.
man.
how many gigs
Yeah,
are you
very
playing that?
tight schedule.
How many gigs are you playing
So
that
so
week?
your host had plan
We
everything lah. Like
we have like 4 gigs with Andy, and the
okay.
last gig Andy was not there.
Okay, I guarantee there was
Yeah,
No Malaysian
Eh?
time with a Japanese
What
gig.
happened?
because of some flight issue
Oh,
and
okay.
Oh, he couldn't make it.
and they,
Oh,
yeah,
so
and the place can only somehow travel issues. Yeah, something like that.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wow. Mm.
Andy come with his wife and I come
Oh,
with my
really?
wife. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it's cool. It's
other,
good.
I
Yeah.
see.
both,
Okay, okay. So easier to move lah. You solo. You were solo. Easier to
yeah,
move lah.
both,
Yeah, we did because we're going to Japan and we don't speak Japan. So what we did, we do up a Japanese song.
Oh, you wrote a Japanese
Yeah,
song?
So it's
yeah,
so sweet. It's
yeah.
so
We do.
sweet. Wow.
Yeah, I tried to Google Japan. Like yeah, I write the lyric in English and try to Google translate it in Japan, and then
So nice. That's really sweet.
I proofread those to the. I try to help to get those Japan
Yeah.
buddies over there to fix it for us,
Oh,
and they
okay.
tell us
So
what to
nice.
say, what to say. Yeah.
At least you did
Very
that in
thoughtful.
advance rather than just doing a Google Translate and then singing what Google Translate. Because
No, the first, but you're right, Derek. The first try
yeah.
when I just like tell them what I found in Google Translate, they say like, man,
It's
we have to call you. We cannot understand
You
it.
probably insulted the Mullers or something like that. They call her Muller whore. You call me Muller? What? What the fuck? Cause the whole riot in your Japanese gig. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Then you get to sleep one night in Kochi. You get kicked out.
Yeah, there's certain languages that can be translated directly from English, and Japanese is not one of them. It's
yeah,
just not.
correct.
Because if
Yeah,
you ever,
correct.
Yeah.
You need guidance, man.
there's loads of YouTube videos of Japanese films where they translated from English to Japanese, then translated from Japanese back to the English, and it's the funniest
It's
shit
all
you'll ever
wrong.
see. It's all nonsense. It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
literally no sense.
that idea before we go that we learn one Japanese songs and go, that idea, man, that's the
It goes
best
a long way.
idea, man.
It
It
goes a
saves
long
us
way,
yeah, it goes a long way. It saves us a lot of things over there.
Yeah, good
You
stuff.
know, like those like
That's
one of the killer, like they were just like
it's good thinking. Just see, like it's good thinking. Just see,
yeah. You didn't.
it's like when comedians come into a city around the world and then they tell a joke about that's context specific to that city in the world. Invariably, it gets the crowd on their side straight away. So
No, but I think this is a lot more. I think like if you didn't book your flight back and you sang that one song, somebody's gonna book your flight back to Malaysia probably, knowing the Japanese songs. Wow, damn man. So that's one of the most memorable FTP trips you had. So
yeah.
that,
That's
wow.
that's
And that was
that's
what
one
year? That was when was
that
that?
is, oh my goodness. I would say like 2
4 5
years
years?
after Kedai Sebelah. 2 years after
Ah,
Kedai Sebelah, 2 or 3 years after Kedai Sebelah. Yeah. After
wow.
Kedai Sebelah, and then after we come back from the trip, that's when we get Mariam Lisa to help us out.
okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
So there's a four of us in field hunting now. It is me, Andy, Carol S, and Mariam Lisa. And
Shout
what
out
we
to
did, we are just
Carol.
we're just a small unit trying to organize gigs for local singers and bands. Yeah.
Cool.
nice. So it's a good vibe, man. Wow.
Yeah.
FTP,
Yeah,
man.
sometimes I handle I do up a gig. Sometimes Mariam do up a gig. Sometimes Andy do up a gig. So we go haywire.
Ah,
Yeah,
and all under the FTP punya banner lah, whoever organizes. So it's
yes,
always
whoever
busy lah.
under field thing, correct. So that's how it was. That's how we plan it, and that's how we're doing it. We doing it. Yeah, one of the trademark that we did in our shows is like we always invite a draw artist, like a draw artist, and this
Yeah.
draw artist, the placement of where we put the draw artist, we always put it right beside the stage, because we want it to sort of like they are jamming with the music.
Yes. Yeah.
So we give them a canvas, we put it at the front, right beside the stage. So and she or this girl, whoever that we invited is, they're going to like jam with the music with whatever they are drawing, and then we
Nice.
auction the thing,
At the same show
at
itself.
the same show. Yeah, at the same show.
It's the same show. Huh? Oh,
Yeah,
power.
at the same show. Yeah, but mostly auction. I auction it. I just like, hey, if you guys are interested, the artist is over there, and at the end of the show, they always like get
Raise
their
somebody
stuff.
lah.
So yeah, so it's
Nice.
good. Yeah,
That's
that's how
very,
we. That's how. Yeah, that's our
that's a
our.
great
And
idea.
one
that's
artist
what
you one artist you have is May. May is an old friend of mine from like
Yeah,
I know her
correct.
like 20
Yeah,
years. Yeah,
she's
it's like
our
so
first.
cool.
She's our first artist, man. She's our first
Fantastic.
artist. Yeah. Because I don't know who else who would do this. It's like me, if the one I can.
How do you get to know May? How did she get into the FTP circle?
Because we are looking for a drawing artist.
And you just mentioned, hey, we want to try this out. It's always
Yeah.
macam jamming lah. Hey, come,
Yeah.
you want to try it out?
Yeah, at that
So
time,
sweet.
we're doing a lot of gigs at Minute Ini.
Minute.
Yeah,
Oh,
Minute.
legend place lah.
Legend
Yeah.
place, Minute. That one also another place.
Oh man,
It's
Minute ini
yeah.
is
The vibe in those kind of places are
Where is
all
it?
different level.
Where is this?
Oh, Minute ini is like, oh man, yeah.
Where
In,
was it? It's upstairs in Uptown.
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 Damansara.
Opposite a police punya beat
Yeah, correct,
beat
man.
post.
I was so scared going there.
Derek, as you know, my young man, we should say this on camera, but yeah, but oh man, that was Minute is legend.
Yeah, very
Nice place.
yeah. It was like it just like one of those of the best FTP plays that we yeah,
Yes.
location that we always do shows. You know, yeah. So yeah, I even do like those invited those the Japanese connections to play
Yes.
over in minutes. You know, Gamaharu.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They played
Gamaharu.
Merdekaria a few times or
Yeah,
so.
they are the same
Isn't
circle
Gamaharu
of
the
friends.
one who they also organized some shows in the B? Ah?
In the B, I'm not too sure.
There was
But
one Japanese guy.
Merdekaria, I'm sure.
There's
The only
one
time. Yeah.
Japanese guy who organized a show in the B or something, and he invited me to play. And I don't know if it's the same group with your Japanese connection lah.
All right, but
But yeah,
the same
I'm
group
not
that I'm
sure. I'm
messing
not
with,
sure.
yeah,
I'm not sure. I
the
think
same
it's the
group.
Gamaharu guy lah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This guy, he
Yeah,
came and then he did like a couple of shows around. He tried to organize a couple of shows around.
he's a
Uh,
percussionist, right? Percussionist, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Nice lah. Nice guy. Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Like,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, the same circle of friends is the same circle of things that we did
nice,
in FTP Japan. Yeah, the same circle. Yeah.
nice.
Ah.
So you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
The vibe for those that 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 little while that the vibe is just different, it's not the same as how you got so many
They are
other people
hippies, man.
organizing
Yeah.
shows
Yeah.
and
There's a
gigs
white
here
rabbit. There's a white rabbit.
ah
Yeah, Derek doesn't get it. We gotta tell you another time, like. Derek. But Mini is like. But remember, you organized FTP. Organized like one. I remember it was a weekend, like a fest or something. Maharaja Commission played. I played solo, and I think yeah, it was like was it a weekend? I
Yeah,
agak pun tak mengai.
yeah.
Yeah.
That day we got the in the poster they have the rabbit face and all, right?
Yes, the one with the rabbit face. Yes. That was fun, dude. Wow.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
man, that was Mini Init, man. Mini Init is fun, man, because the owner of the place is just like very cooperative and the idea that I'm doing, so it's just like it's good,
Okay lah.
and sometimes we have
Same
like
channel.
yeah, like the same thing, like the same trademark that we're doing. We're bringing in like drawing artists to jam with the players. But sometimes, a special case, we also bring flow artists. You know what slow artists?
Ah,
Flow
yes.
artists. Yeah,
uh,
those people who play with like with battens or
yeah,
fires or
correct, yeah.
whatever they're doing. Yeah, yeah, but they are jamming with the music, man. They are jamming
Yes.
with the music, man. So those are one of the achievement of like in terms of like shows, like I think like there's something that you don't find in Malaysia, so
True.
Yeah,
yeah
definitely.
I maybe there's people who did that, maybe I don't know, but anyhow I like it when FTP is the one
It's
who
not
actually
common lah. It's definitely
yeah
not common at all.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
okay, okay,
so
all right.
yeah, anything that's feel to thing, bro.
Yeah, man. Feel, babe. Feel, babe. I
Yeah,
love that philosophy. I love that philosophy.
Yeah, that's true. It's always about feels with
yeah,
people
so we have
like,
to thank we have
especially
to
with the
thank
FTP group
yeah.
lah. Yeah.
Yeah, for the FTP, the name of Feel Different Thing, I have to thank you to Andy Ahmad
Andy
because he
lah.
came up with the name, man.
Shout
He
out
He
came
to
up
was
with the
Yeah.
name.
Shout
way
out to
ahead.
Indy lah.
Knew that, yeah. Shout out Andy. He knew the hashtag thing, man, way before any of us figured
Yeah.
it out. Yeah.
Must
But so far
definitely
they
have a
say,
FTP party lah.
yeah. But then the lockdown happened, so we haven't organized anything online at all.
So that's in
Yeah.
It's not the same, lah. I mean, it's not the same. I think you guys are
two
a
years of
very.
nothing.
You got to be in the same space, sort of
Yeah.
energy. Not not the same.
Yeah,
Lain
we've
lain
been
lah. Certain things can online. Yeah.
yeah, I've been trying to figure out things, like how you want to do this, So, but I try to look every platform. It's just like something I don't feel. So
True.
yeah, so we haven't been organized. I didn't come up with any idea, and Mariam and everybody else
Hey,
they
you know what
seems
you
to.
can do? The same way with you're doing the TikTok, you start one video, and then get all people to be part of the FTP project and keep duetting the video, lah, bro.
Can they split? Can that duetting split into like infinity or?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
they can.
Can
Yeah,
Then do that.
yeah,
they
you
can.
can
There you go.
because once you duet, then
Yeah.
that video becomes
Becomes one.
one original one. And then if the
Ah.
duet option is available, I don't know if I must figure this out. But I've seen people do it. I've seen people just overlay and overlay and
Then
overlay.
do that, lah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But man, I've been spending too much time on that, man. I'm just like going through like, take it off. I'm just going to take it off. Yeah, but because the reason is I've been going through everyone already. And it's very hard to find someone who can jam at you. So I'm waiting
Yeah.
for somebody that I know.
Hey,
You know?
jom. Let's
Kena
get
start lah TikTok. Brandon
Let's
ada
start,
TikTok
bro.
kan?
I
Brandon ada
got.
TikTok kan? There you go.
Got.
Once you got the ball rolling, then I might join the bandwagon.
Anyhow, the good news is I just saw a poster in FB, man. I just saw a poster that's showing like they're doing like gigs right now.
Yeah.
Renting maximum 50 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gigs
So-
are back. Gigs are back.
In the back end. So
Sort of.
I'm going to I'm going to
Sort of.
start sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Nobody yet has organized a physical event yet.
Atas
Nobody-
is coming soon.
Atas
Atas, 50 people, man. 50 people.
in
coming soon.
Atas Atas got
In
no
Atas.
seating also.
50 people who have already 2 vaccines.
Oh, that's
Oh, serious,
dangerous.
eh?
Atas
Wow.
is quite.
man. Yeah,
Atas is
yeah.
quite a confined space.
I know.
Yeah, that's
It's
very
like,
dangerous. Yeah.
I know it's what it's like going on right now. I'm looking at their promoting shit. So
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
yeah, someone is
Keep
moving.
your eye out.
Yeah,
You saw
moving
they opened
fast,
the.
man. Moving fast.
Yeah.
That was like 2-3 days fast, man. Like, I wonder when did they actually organize it.
That's why.
Bijan's probably
Right.
fucking.
Bijan.
Yeah, they already
You know-
pre-organized this shit.
Fuck this.
They just like
Yeah,
pre-organized
just
this
waiting
shit.
there. Yeah.
Bijan's like, fuck this. Fuck it.
Oh man.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's a good thing, man. That's it.
we have
Yeah.
we have come to the end of our podcast. So like,
Yeah.
Otam, thank you very much for being our guest this weekend. It was a good it was a very good talk.
Yeah, man.
Took us
Yeah,
on
dude.
Yeah,
nice,
thanks a lot for inviting
Great
over,
stuff.
man.
really good directions.
But
You know, you remember the last time that I saw you guys?
I
like,
saw
still wasn't there,
you.
but yeah,
I
but
saw
the
you
last time
in
that
I think I saw you in Publica.
no,
Personally,
the last time that I was live with you guys.
was it our birthday?
No, the last time that before Brandon went to UK, you guys did one podcast like you guys did one thing like this, and I was in the I was in.
I went
Israel.
to UK.
Oh, it
I
wasn't
didn't
before
go
you
to
went to
No,
UK.
Maha.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day before Maha went to,
I think
we
it
had a
was-
podcast, but
it was
Asmi wasn't here,
Yeah.
but we
No,
were
wasn't.
here.
What was our
Yeah.
birthday one?
Do-
Was it?
Yeah, it was our anniversary show. Our
Yeah.
anniversary show.
Asma, you were.
Yeah, anniversary show. Yeah.
Correct.
Those are the last time that I meet with another musician, man. And this
Yeah.
is like the second time after that.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Well-
Man, I'm
well,
in
it's good.
Nilai, man. I'm fucking stuck in Nilai, man. You know?
You start mainlining musicians like fuck now. Like just get the arm and mainline.
I think let's start something in Nilai lah. Jamie Wilson ada, kau ada. I'll. Is it you're like 2 towels away from me?
Yeah, so like.
Then let's start a scene in Nilai.
You asked
Come
me-
on.
You asked me Jimmy Wilson. Oh Jesus.
The Southern Boys. Eh?
What
Yeah,
Southern boys.
the Southern Boys. Jamie Wilson. Jamie Wilson. Otam Asmil. That's the oddest.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's the oddest.
That's quite a trio though.
quite the
Otam,
Yeah, that's
Azrael,
like-
and Jamie Wilson. Come on.
I have a big feeling this band will let me play the washboard.
Right, guys.
Oh, man.
we are.
Hey man, where to buy washboard, man? Where to buy washboard, man? That's
Nilai
the
tiga lah. Nilai tiga show got all these things.
Definitely. You know, after
just find
tonight,
just find some
after
just find
tonight, I just
old
got an idea to look for a washboard in
yeah
Shopee,
just find
man.
some
I'm going to
you
go to
know
Shopee.
find some old orang China auntie and just steal her washboard off her like hey okay guys we are
Yeah, washboard has lived a bit. Has lived a bit. Got grime. Yeah. Anyway,
Man,
yeah.
man, cowbell did it. Why not washboard, man?
and they
Exactly.
Cowbell totally did it.
okay
The
guys
All
superstar
right, right, right.
Cowbell.
the Otam podcast we are out. Thank you so much Otam. Thank you.
Thanks, bro.
Okay,
Yeah,
we are
good to you
we are
guys.
gone.